Hello everyone, welcome back to Speedy Typing YT. Today is Thursday, so we're going to be doing a Nitro Type tips video, and today's video is going to be on the 6 tips for sessions on Nitro Type. When you were looking around on the leaderboards, it's not hard to find 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 race sessions, and they come up quite often. Today's video is not going to focus on how you can do insane sessions like that, but more so how you can feel good about doing a 200 or a 300 race session, but these principles are universal and you can apply these principles to longer sessions too. My first tip is to have a solid chunk of time set aside before you start your session. Now here we're going to have to do some math. We know that shorter races now only take about 30 seconds per race, but to plan conservatively, we would say that we could maybe do a race and a half per minute. That way you have a good idea of how long your session is actually going to take, so you can make sure that you're setting aside the right amount of time so that you can do that session. But on top of that time, you're going to have to set aside some extra time. We can get into that in my later tips. My second tip is to set realistic goals. If I know that I'm really only going to be able to do a 300 race session, then plan for a 300 race session. Don't try to go overboard because you're never going to meet those goals and then you're going to get discouraged. Plan for a session that you know guaranteed you're going to have enough time to do. My third tip is to be consistent with speed and accuracy. It can be really hard to sustain your words per minute during a sustained period of time, so I would instead try to focus on accuracy and keeping your accuracy high when you're doing a session. This is going to be easier on your hands in the long run. My fourth tip is to split your typing up into sections with various smaller goals. For example, if I'm doing a 300 race session, then my smaller goals might be just 30 races. 30 races isn't very much. 300 races is a lot, but 30 races is a tenth of 300 races. So that might be a good goal to have while I'm doing my session. It can sometimes be very mentally draining when you're doing a session, so setting small goals like this keeps you going over that long period of time. Now this is tip number 5, and I'm sure lots of you guys are familiar with this, and it's to take breaks often. This is going to be better for your words per minute, this is going to be better for your health, this is going to be better for your motivation, and overall you just need to take short breaks whenever you can. For example, if I am doing 200 race session, then every 50 races I take a 5-minute or a 7-minute break. What this is going to do is renew your motivation every time you get back on the keyboard, and you're going to keep on chugging away towards your goal. My sixth tip, and this is more of an order than a tip, and it's to please not sandbag while you're doing your session. You could get banned for this, and there are many racers who have been banned for sandbagging in the past. It is my opinion that you should not intentionally drop your speed. Sure, during a session your speed is going to naturally go down because you're just doing so many races, but never intentionally drop your speed. And yeah, those are my 6 tips for sessions on Nitro Type. Just to summarize, my first tip is to have a solid chunk of time set aside before you start your session. My second is to set realistic goals when you're typing. My third is to be consistent with speed and accuracy. My fourth is to split your typing up into sections with various smaller goals. And my fifth tip is to take breaks often. And my sixth tip is to do not sandbag when you're typing. Please like, comment, and turn on notifications so you don't miss a video. My posting schedule is in my channel's About page, so go check it out. And please post in the comments section what the largest session on Nitro Type that you have achieved is.